Yeah, that noise isn't us. Video people. Anyways, here is the car. Looks like an ordinary car. There's one problem. That's not working. Where's my fuel line? Why does my return have a bolt in it? Although it already did. That's not really saying anything. Freaking stupid thing never had a return line. That's great, isn't it? But, what the hell is that? Oh my god, is that what you think it is? Yeah, it's propane. It was made for it. So, oh yeah, I'm probably going to put this as a video response to that idiot who took his window thing off and put a bunch up back here, because you can just simply put one of these very nicely, neatly, maybe make a little wooden thing here. I still have my factory gas tank in, but I want to take that out and put another one of them in. It would fit. Probably won't though. Anyways, you know, as you can see, it fits perfectly, and it runs great. Yeah. And it's all diaphragms that run these. Propane runs along here, into this hose, and goes into this thing. It goes through a cosmetic face cleaner style filter thingy, through a metal filter, but that's only to hold the other filter out, and then there's a little lifter that allows the propane to go in, which then feeds into this. This vacuum line feeds in and vacuums on a diaphragm that sucks air from here, so if you push air, it will open it, and that diaphragm opens the valve, which allows gas to go through. This has a valve which goes over in. This has a valve which has got gas already filtered going in. We have to finish the cans and propane, metal and all that wine and whatnot. It's hot, by the way, from the heater. But it comes in, goes into a wider opening than what comes in as, gets heated up all throughout it as it goes in, and heat transfers because the cold temperature is below them. And then it then goes to another diaphragm that is run by this, though. That will go to this little output here, although it's starting to move. It's not going to get anything to cover it. But it pulls in, pulls the diaphragm down. Diaphragm pushes on a lever, it pulls open a valve this way, and it lets the gas, which is depressurized, through. Of course, if too much gas comes in, it's going to stop requesting gas, and it's going to start to stall out. It's really not continuously every fire cycle. So that's so well that you don't notice that's what's going on in the regular car. It's a little bit too much fuel, and shuffling it down for the fuel input. Going back in, it's literally like having a tank of the fuel, like how air is. Exactly zero pressure, so it's not getting forced in, it's not drawing power. So this line is literally only flow. No pressure, no vacuum, nothing. Only a slight vacuum that's then compensated by pressure that's same amount as the vacuum. It then hits in, I don't know if you can see, but this little thing that I have under there, I probably should have done the video before I put that on, but before I put the filter on, but it goes into a diaphragm. So it goes into this one thing, and the diaphragm actually lifts this lever thing up, which opens more gas. Lever's just a little, basically like a pin that drops down, and based on how open it is, it allows more gas to go through. And there's another type of lever like that for the main input, for the air. Vacuum from the system goes up to the diaphragm, pulls it up, based on how much vacuum you're drawing, it will lift it up more. And so it lets more gas and more air in. It's controlled by a mixer that only closes off or opens up the valve more for the preset. And there's an idle that allows raw fuel in at idle. So you get to adjust the mixture for that. But then if you rev it, well, you won't be able to see, but it works like a regular engine, fully and perfectly. course, I have my idle set to 1,000 RPM because, well, I don't know, this car just doesn't seem too healthy or something. But the heater, as you can hear, still works perfectly. I've never had heat coming out of these vents. As you can see, I have this taken out, and this, I'm going to basically be modifying this whole plate and putting in a 10-inch LCD screen controlled by a USB. It's a touchscreen for a computer that I'm putting in place of stereo systems. And no, my voice isn't staticky because your computers, it sounds like that to me too, which is kind of freaking me out. And I cut this out to hold a whole crap load of USB hard drives, or SATA hard drives, for the 2.5-inch laptop style. Here's where the cup holder, or whatever, goes. All that back here. It's going to look pretty good when it's all done. And of course the vehicle itself is getting on the road before that, obviously. Still has some electrical problems. And that's mainly lack of fuses. E-brake works, but the pin's not hooked up right now, but that's a first for us. I haven't had an e-brake working in forever. Both headlights work, and half the time they don't, but usually when it's running off propane, once you're sure that the alternator's working, they both work, and they're very, very bright. Like, I'm talking quite bright, like as you can see. They're still yellowish though. I want to get some, I don't know, some glass. I want to get some glass front ends that are just like these, like cut off of one, because the glass just looks nice. But have the back part be plastic with the screw style, so I can use big tines like the blue tines like in our car. In here, I'm going to be getting this repaired. That's this whole grill thing is actually why I bought the car. This is a 1982, by the way, although I'm probably going to put that in the thing. I'm going to Dremel these parts out, and most likely anyway, and put you know, a fishnet thingy behind here to protect the radiator and everything. And I'm also going to put a lighting system in, controlled by, first off, a switch and then the computer. Like a little high idle. High idle? My dad has said that the idle can is high. There's no such thing as smell-o-vision, but it's really smelly, and apparently that's because it's running rich. I already leaned it out a bit by tightening in the screw, which closes off the valve, with barely any travail. I'm going to tune down the idle right now. I don't have much time left on this video, although apparently it's been 8 minutes, so if you're still watching this, you're either one of my friends, or you've subscribed or something, or you fell asleep already. Or something. Huh? Oh, yeah. This will work, right? That's what you're saying? And of course, I don't know how much time I have left, but actually I'll show you this one thing in a second. That's, rev it. Give it gas. Give it some throttle. Yeah, I have a problem with my light system. Higher. As you can see, it's suckered. It smokes. A lot. Oh, shit. Yeah, a really lot. That's probably the... Huh? Yeah, it goes away once it starts to idle. Yeah, but the main screw, that big screw, is a power screw. That little screw adjusts your fuel when it's idling. When you give it gas, it goes to the secondary, the big screw. Yeah, but all that carbon from the gas is cracking well. Yeah. And now you got propane going through it. That's all that is. Listen to that.
Yeah, in the last couple of seconds of this video, I'm telling you, seafoam works. It seriously does. It's great for diesel. Apparently, it works for gas too. You know, if you have some extra money lying around.